Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
A devoted politician, policymaker, humanitarian and community builder. Tributes this evening in the memory of the late former Prime Minister Edward Philip George Seaga.
Mr. Seaga, who turned 89 today, died at 1 o'clock this afternoon in a Miami, Florida hospital after being ill for some time.
He was Jamaica's 5th Prime Minister from 1980 to 1989 and leader of the Jamaica Labour Party from 1974 to 2005.
At an emotional sitting of Parliament today, Mr. Seaga was remembered for his role in the framing of Jamaica's constitution and as a great leader. January 18, 2005, former Prime Minister Edward Seaga exited Parliament through thunderous applause, hugs and handshakes from members on both sides of the political aisle. On Tuesday, May 28, 2019, a moment of silence. This parliamentary sitting proved difficult for the man who now holds the seat Mr. Seaga once represented. Member of Parliament for West Kingston Desmond McKenzie, while holding it together during his sectoral presentation, broke down at the end. An emotional moment too for Culture Minister Babsy Grange, who held back tears in her brief tribute.
He taught me to dine with kings and to walk with beggars and to give respect, to receive respect.
But a comforting hug. And even as Prime Minister Andrew Holness, in a brief statement to the House, provided details for what's to come.
Mr. Speaker, it is a personally trying time for me, and I know it is also a very trying time for his family. And though they were prepared, and though I was prepared, at the point of the event, you still can't help but feel the emotional void that has been created by his passing.
The lower house was told that arrangements are being made for Mr. Seaga's body to be flown to Jamaica. Details relating to the state funeral will be provided at a later date. A special sitting of the House will also be held so members can pay tribute to the former Prime Minister. But still, in Tuesday's sitting, memories of the man who served the Parliament for over 40 years. Central Kingston MP Ronald Thwaites spoke on behalf of the opposition.
I had the opportunity to draw somewhat closer to Mr. Seaga during his retirement, and I came to admire his graciousness and his thoughtfulness and his willingness to go beyond the normal hurly-burly of partisan thinking and to display to me, a younger person, the true indelible national spirit which had caused him to dedicate his life for the causes that he saw would uplift the Jamaican people.
And though he was not in a position to speak for any long period, by virtue of his expressions, how he held my hands, and just looking in his eyes, he was satisfied that his legacy would be protected and enhanced, that work and contribution to the development of this country would be respected. When I was about to leave the hospital room, I held his hands and he squeezed my hands and he said, "Thank you, Andrew, and tell the Jamaican people thanks for everything."